whispers, the mocking stares, the laughter. They make it impossible for me to forget my past. But today, I met a man who knows my past, but he didn't care. In fact, he set me free from that past. Yes, that man Jesus. I had heard of him before. I heard that he was baptizing more people and gaining more disciples than John the Baptist. But I didn't care about that stuff, really. I had no interest in it. It didn't matter to me. So I went to the well of Jacob around noon. Why did I go to the well at the hottest part of the day, you ask? Well, it's simple. I'd rather face the agonizing heat than to face you and your mockery in the peak hour. But that's besides the point. All is forgiven. All is forgiven. There was a man sitting by the well. And he looked at me in the eye and said, "Will you give me a drink?" I was taken aback, to say the least. I replied, "I am a Samaritan, and you are a Jew. How can you ask me for a drink?" But that was the least of my concerns, of course. It was really that I was a scarred, dirty, worthless woman. I was concerned for his reputation, to be honest. He just looked at me and he said, "You knew the gift of God. Who asks you for a drink? You would have asked him, and he would have given you living water." Well, by this point, I wasn't quite understanding the whole living water thing, so I inquired of him and I asked, "Sir, you have nothing to draw with. Where do you find this living water? The well is deep." And I saw his worn facial expression and I couldn't help to ask him, "Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us this well and who drank from it himself and his sons and his livestock as well?" He just looked at me with a gentle smile and deep, powerful eyes and he explained, "Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst again. Indeed, the water I give them will become a spring of water welling up into eternal life." I was just so confused. Even if this man was a prophet, how could he have water that would take away my thirst forever? So I asked him for some of this water, and then at least I wouldn't have to come back to the well and deal with all of you. But then he said the unthinkable. He told me to go and to fetch my husband. That's when I knew it was all over. I mean, if he knew about my dirt and the filth of my life, that he would be disgusted and it would all be over. So I simply said to him, "Sir, I don't have a husband." And then he started to tell me all about all that I had done, and saying that I was right in saying that I don't have a husband, and that in fact I had 5 husbands, and the man I'm with right now, well, he's not my husband. And great, I thought. Well, at least I don't have to worry about him finding out. He clearly already knows all about my past and all about me. So I simply said to him, "Sir, I can see that you're a prophet, but I don't understand because our ancestors worshipped on this mountain, but you Jews claim that we must worship in Jerusalem." "Woman," he said to me, "believe me, a time is coming when you will worship the Father neither on this mountain or in Jerusalem." He told me that we Samaritans worship what we do not know, and that the Jews worship what they do. No, salvation is from the Jews, and he told me that a time is coming when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth, and that these are the kind of worshipers that the Father seeks, and that God is spirit, and that his worshipers must worship him in spirit and in truth. Well, I had nothing left to challenge him with, so I resorted to saying that a Messiah is coming and that he will explain everything to us then. I knew that would stop him. And he just simply reached over and touched my arm just. I, the one speaking to you, and there it was. In that moment, everything made sense. I had just experienced the Messiah, the ruler of everything, the one who was to come. I couldn't even contain my heart. I wanted to weep, but my heart was also overwhelmed with joy. It was as if everything dirty in my life that I had ever committed had shriveled up. I had been set free. By this time, his disciples had started to return to the well, and I ran. I knew that I had to tell you, I had to tell everything about this man who knew everything I ever did.